Oj, oj, oj.
Vad är det?
Tegelsten.
Ja, jag ser det. Vänta.
Vad bra uppfinning där.
We're in November right now, and it really feels like the weather can't make up its mind, because one day it's like surprise, snow and ice, and then the next day, no, by the way, it's autumn again. So it's really tricky to keep up, but we've done our very best to work on the roof now in these conditions, and we've actually made a lot of progress. It's crazy to think about that it's been one entire year since we started this project, and now the race is on. Will we make it before the real winter comes, with meters of snow? Since I moved out here, I've done a lot of interviews for magazine and different podcasts. And they have all said and wondered the same thing. Wasn't it scary making the transition from city to cabin life? And how can you handle this lifestyle on your own? I've always answered the same thing. I'm not alone. And I never have been. Even though I lived here on my own for the first 1.5 years. I've had amazing support from friends and family, and it wouldn't have been possible without them. We belong in tribes. We need each other to support and evolve. So I want to send some love to my friend Niklas that you see here on screen. He's been the one that has been doing most of the work together with me. Without him, I wouldn't have even known where to start. Every time he comes here to our cabin to help out, it takes him over 3 hours to drive to our cabin and back again. And he just puts all of his energy and time into our roof for free. He never complains, and he's just such a good guy. So help me send some love over to Niklas. Write a message in the comments saying thank you, and I will make sure he reads them.
Okay, what have you found?
Hornets nest.
Hornet's nest. Okay, I'm gonna scooch down next to you. Where are we? In here? Yeah. Oh yeah, wow.
Later in the video, I'm also gonna show you why this ditch we have been digging is gonna change our entire life here in the cabin. Do you have any guesses what it could be? One of the best things being on the roof and renovating is actually seeing the progress. All the nails you're hammering in is actually taking us one step closer. But it's one thing of the renovation part that I don't like, and I don't think anyone particularly really like it. All over the lawn right now, it's like half cut off planks, and it's nails, and it's plastic, and it's just, it looks horrible, and we need to fix that. Our next step with the roof was supposed to be using these ones. If you saw in the beginning of the video, I had me actually sanding down or grinding them. I don't know what you call it. We call it hyvla in Swedish. And I was grinding down these because we noticed that when we took off the tarp, this has been laying under the tarp for, I don't know, half a year or something. So I thought we could just, you know, take the tarp away and then start using them on the roof. But the reality, I don't know if you can see it, but they are moldy. So either the tarp has been leaking and it's getting wet, or I actually closed in some moisture with the tarp when I was covering these up. Perfectly good planks, just ruined, and a lot of money going to waste, a lot of time going to waste, because it took me, I drove like 3 hours to get these, and I didn't want to take the chance of putting something moldy and connecting that to the house. It didn't feel very smart, so I think it's better to just take a loss and then throw these out and start fresh, I guess.
This is the place we were supposed to use them. So they were supposed to go from that edge there and then up to the top and then down again. In Swedish we call that vindskiva. I have no idea what the translation is, but maybe someone in the comments can help me out.
This is one of the best things about living out here. We don't own a trailer by ourselves, but we have a very kind neighbor called Jan-Erik that helps out. So we got to borrow this trailer from him, and that's just a complete game changer when you're cleaning up.
Just the thought about how heavy this was to carry down from there and up, and now we have to throw them out.
Yeah, now we don't even use them. So how do you feel about that? We're finally cleaning up.
So good. So good.
It only took 1 year.
Oh, maybe. Princess Christine doing this, I feel a bit like right now. Oh. It's so weird, I'm so cold here in the fall. Because it should like be when it's really snowing. It should be cold, right?
Yeah, but it's cold in a different way now. Isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. You still like simple living?
No.
Not nothing. Now we can reach these. If you take the other one. Earlier in the video I showed you guys a ditch, and this is what the ditch is for. Ta-da! It may not look super fancy, but for us it's gonna change our whole life out here. This is actually fiber optics. Can you believe it? We're getting like really good internet to the cabin. It's still a few weeks away, but I remember when I moved here, I actually called the, I don't know how to translate it, like the local government or whatever, and asked about, is it any chance that I would get good internet out here in the cabin? And they were like, yeah, sure, can I just get your address and see where you're living? I was like, yeah, sure. Gave them my address, and I can hear them scrolling in the background on the phone call, like oh, okay, I can't see you yet. Oh, you're way out there. No, you're never gonna get good internet ever, probably. So I gave up on that idea, and here we are, almost 3 years later, and they've changed their mind. So this fiber optic cord or cable that is going to the house is not connected to the house yet. It's a few weeks away. It's gonna change our entire life out here, because that means we can have fast internet, and fast internet means that we don't have to go up to the mountain to upload our videos, which normally take around 4 or 5 hours easily. And I can also start live streaming on the channel without worrying that it's gonna shut down or anything. So live streaming is something I really love to do, and now that we're getting good internet, it's gonna be so much easier. So if you want to get a notification when I go live, otherwise you're gonna probably miss it, it's a subscribe button somewhere down here. Hit that, and also hit the bell, because then you're gonna get a notification when I go live. Working on a roof like our log cabin is not always easy. It's over 114 years old, and everything is crooked. There's not a single straight line, so you have to be a bit creative to make it work. It would be fun to be here the day the next family needs to renovate this roof, and they find all of our creative solutions. I find it fun to think about stuff like that sometimes. Who's gonna live here when we're not around? And what are they gonna do with this place?
Där ner. Oj, oj, oj.
Vad är det?
Tegelstenar.
Ja, jag ser det. Vänta.
Like a glove. Det kan man ju lugnt säga det. Oj, 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 oj. Oj, oj.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to fix the stove. Like there's something that is not letting through air, I'm guessing. So either it's something in the pipe, because I cleaned the whole stove yesterday. And as you know, there was just so much smoke in the kitchen yesterday
And today.
Yeah, and today. And there's no...
So that 1.5 hour you use on cleaning the stove didn't work that well?
No, not at all. And now I'm just trying to see if I can see, like, if it's like some ash or soot, like getting caught like in the vents or something.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional, what do you call those? Chimney people, you know?
Yeah. But that is the frustrating part about, you know, having with, you know, real fire. Because sometimes when you just want things to work, there's always something.
Yeah, like this morning I had an interview with a magazine. And like, oh, we'll do that one, and then we'll cook breakfast, and then I'll start filming.
Yeah.
But then it was like, the breakfast took 1.5 hours to make because the egg wasn't boiling because it didn't get heat enough, and it was smoke in the entire cabin. And then the whole day got delayed.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something you're forgetting, like
the non-charming part of this life, but also reality. But I still really love having a stove to cook in like this.
Yeah, me too. And when it's working, I think it's amazing. But when it's not working,
it's less amazing.
Yeah, and it's always not working on those days where you need it to work.
Yeah, exactly. Do I look sexy in this position? Can do this maybe? As you can see, I was not successful.
This life is not always easy. It may be called simple living, but it's not simple at all. I can't get the stove to work at all. It just keeps smoking. I have no idea what's wrong. Like, if YouTube allowed smells, so you can actually smell what's in this cabin right now, I think I would set off like 100,000 smoke detectors easily. It smells horrible. It's just, all our clothes, everything is just filled with smoke right now. So we can't make dinner. We don't have any stove. So Christina has been very kind to actually go and take the car to our closest, what do you call it, grocery store. It's about half an hour away from here, and she bought some sandwiches, I know, and then some yogurts and stuff. So that is going to be our dinner in front of the fire. It's not too bad, but I was hoping for a warm meal after this work day.
Now I can see Christina coming home. Small flashlight in the forest.
Thank you.
Vem är det som är hemma då?
Okay, Marka. How does it go in here?
It goes well. Smoky. Taste.
Is he gonna grab it?
Yeah, I know, it's very dangerous. Yeah, this is evening for us. Not evening.
dinner for us, not you. Some sandwiches and tea, basically. Sometimes it doesn't always go as planned, but I think that has to be okay sometimes too. But thank you for watching. If you want to continue watching, I have some recommended videos up there and then another one down there. Just choose any of those and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye!